Welcome back to another G.I.JOE review. In this review, we're going to be taking a look at the G.I.JOE convention exclusive Steel Brigade Commander. He was available in the 2014 Zombie Initiative box set from the G.I.JOE official Collectors Club. If you're not familiar with this figure and the character, he's basically the Steel Brigade Commander. He's considered like the security force leader of all the Steel Brigades. So he has the initial overall aesthetic of the Steel Brigade, but he has his own color variations. This figure is done in a 1/18 scale, and it does come with a lot of accessories. So before we get started looking at the accessories, let me show you guys his file card. Here's the artwork for his file card. These are what file cards should look like, not these new retro packages you're finding at Walmart. So we have the Security Force Leader, codename Steel Brigade Commander. Here's his bio. Let me see if I can get this to where you guys can pause and read it, so you can read more about this commander if you're interested. And if you're watching this video, I'm sure you're interested because you must be a G.I.JOE fan. And thank you for taking the time to watch my video. I really appreciate it. So I'm going to hold this for a few more seconds. That way you guys can pause and read it if that interests you. Okay, here we go. So the overall figure is pretty cool. He kind of has like he does have a very noticeable Steel Brigade helmet. It is done in a, I want to say it's gold, but it's kind of an off-color gold. Take a close-up at that. He has a black visor. He does have a black piece at the bottom. He has some blue sculpt work on the side of his helmet, and it goes all the way around on the back here. What's really nice about this figure, his helmet is removable. Let's see, there we go. So we have the initial hole where he puts his head through. He has his little notches inside to help keep the helmet in place. Kind of sits a little high. You can see a little bit of his chin there, but it works pretty good. Let's put that back here so you guys can see it. Underneath this helmet, he has a balaclava mask. It kind of is basically a beach head repainted, so you don't know the identity of the Steel Brigade Commander. Let's try this again. Hopefully it doesn't get it all blurry on us, so you guys can see his face. He has nice looking eyes and eyebrows. You can see the sculpt work inside the balaclava mask. It looks really good. He has a green tactical vest. He has a strap across his chest with a gold grenade. Hopefully that's not too expensive to blow up. He has this piece right here for, quick extractions. He has a blue under jumpsuit. He has a gold belt. He has black gloves. He does have those holsters here on the side, and I like very much because it's the one where you put the pistol in and you can hang the silencer here. And to accommodate that, he has a knife holster here on his ankle. These are basically the same legs that they use for the better, I want to say 30th and 50th anniversary Cobra Troopers with the red insignia on their chest. That's one of their better sculpts for Hasbro, in my opinion. He has black knee pads. He has dual pouches on this side and black boots. Looks fantastic. And he has black elbow pads too. I think we missed those. For the articulation of the figure, his head is on a ball joint. It will rotate 360. It goes side to side. You can get more up than you down because he has a black scarf on that is removable if you wish to pop the head off and take that off. But then you probably won't get that chicken neck appearance if you do that. Arms on a ball joint, rotate 360. They do raise up pretty far. We can get in a surrendering pose. If he ever gets captured by Cobra Troopers. Those are fantastic. Bendable elbows. See what kind of bend ratio we get here. It's shy of 90. And this one, let's see, make sure we have it bent all the way back. Yeah. It's even a little shyer of 90. You notice if they would have cut into here more, when you got a deeper bend, which would have been great, and you wouldn't even notice because of the, the sculpt for the initial clothing. He has chest articulation, but we can't see because the vest's on. He does have a waist swivel, 360 if you want to. He does sit like a champ. These are probably the better legs. Like I said, the better legs that Hasbro's produced for troopers. And I don't mind when I use them for Joes. Double jointed knees. Very nice on both knees. Feet do pivot down. They do pivot up. And we got a 360 all the way around. Looks great. Probably, it's pretty much all the figures that were from the G.I. Joe Collectors Club or the convention were mostly, reused parts from other figures. Not all of them, but most of them. And this is pretty much one of them. This is basically just the Cobra Trooper body with Beachhead's head and a vest that's been used before. But it works. They did a great job putting the pieces together. The gold's a little off, but that is the aesthetic of the figure, so it's not wrong. And I like how they accompanied the blue on the mask. They kind of give it some ownership to the figure, the rest of the figure. So that was and the black, so that's really nice. So I think it's well done. Do like it very much. So let's go ahead and take a look at some of his accessories. He does come with his figure stand. G.I. Joe, Steel Brigade Commander. Either used to see these from the 25th anniversary style figures. He does come with an assault rifle, a great assault rifle. Very cool. He comes with another, this one's my favorite weapon. It's more of an M4 type weapon with a blade on it, a scope, and front grip. Pretty nice. It's done in black plastic. Has a silver knife blade. Looks great. He also has this. Looks like a tactical shotgun, or maybe a breaching shotgun. That would have been really nice if they had some painted shells. I think those are shells on the side there. If that's what they're going for. So you pull back here to cock it. I'm not sure if that's a scope. Not why you would want a scope on a shotgun, but okay. Then he has a rocket launcher. A gray rocket launcher looks really cool. Some paint would have been really nice on this to really bring out the nice sculpt work on this. He has a grip here on the front. A grip here to hold, and this is to put against his chest or his shoulder. The front is drawn out because it comes with a rocket. And it is a cool rocket. So let's take a look at that next. Okay, here it is. It's gray plastic. It has a yellow warhead. And it has a Z+ on it. If you guys don't know what that is, that is the Z compound that turns the troops or citizens, it will be a zombie, basically. And I'm assuming that's their antidote to the Z compound virus. You're going to have to really collect the G.I. Joes to get the pieces you would need to, have a. Because I think the Z compound came with that orange Hazard Viper, Hazard Trooper, and the 30th anniversary. It had a case. It came with a case that opened up. It had 3 canisters in there, and it had the blue compound in it. And then some of the other figures came with bits and pieces of it, so you could actually, if you have to almost have to get them all to make it, so you could sit down and literally play with the storyline. But I'm guessing for this would be the antidote, and they would just shoot it into a crowd of zombies, and hopefully it'd probably be more of an airborne cure till they breathe in. I did do a review on some Steel Brigade zombies, so some of the troops that have been turned to zombies. So you want to check that out, they're pretty cool. So maybe the commander's trying to save his men. This does fit very nicely into the rocket launcher. This is not a projectile firing or spring-loaded rocket launcher, which I'm so happy for. I do not like those, my opinion, of course, but for one thing, over time, if you keep your figures for long periods of time, those rocket launchers with the springs, they just fail eventually because spring wears out. I'd rather not have it. And when you don't have it, you get more of a smaller, more sleeker, more realistic type launcher than they would give you if they had to add that spring and accommodate the space for the projectile. So I really like the realism versus that feature of playability, which I can live without. But that just pulls straight out very easily. Fits nice and snug, not too tight, not too loose. Very cool. He also comes with a knife. Black knife with a black handle. He comes with a black pistol. What's very nice about this pistol, he has a removable silencer. Sorry if this is not coming in very clear. These are very small pieces, but that just fits right. Come on, I can do it in the camera. Yay, look at that. We'll take a look at that in this holster here shortly. The last accessory comes with is his backpack. It's a green backpack with a gold spade, shovel, whatever you want to call it. Very cool. Let's take a look and see how some of the accessories fit on the action figure. So let's start with the backpack. One thing to note about the backpack, this black strap gets in the way. It really pushes the length of the peg, so it's not fully seated inside the figure. So if you really don't want it to fall off, you might have to remove this trade up either the strap or the backpack. But you can get it to stay, but it's not as seated as you would like. That's the only bad thing about the backpack. Okay, here's where his pistol holds it really nice. And of course you have the option of silenced or not silenced. So if you're not using this pistol, this is what I like. So if you take apart the two pieces, you set down the pistol for a second. There's a hole inside his peg on his pistol holster. You just take the piece to where that's the smallest, and you want to keep this piece at the top because it'll catch it so it doesn't fall away through. let me go ahead and do that off the camera because I can't see through the camera. Okay, so I got it in. I can show you how it works. See, if you have this little notch piece at the top, you just slide down through and it hangs at the bottom. And then the pistol goes right into his holster. Very nice. It works perfectly. Perfectly. Okay, let's take a look at his knife. Yeah, here's his blade. Holds it really good. It's not going to come out or fall. Even you can see I was shaking him that did not fall out. The gun or that silencer. It's really cool. And of course, which is fantastic, that you can store his blade on his ankle. Just want to position it to where it matches the cut of the holster. And you push it in. So now you have his pistol, his silencer, and his knife on his person. And then obviously his backpack would be on. So let's take a look at one of his assault rifles. So let's start out with my favorite one. This is how he looks. It looks fantastic with the accessories here on his leg and in his hand. So this is my gun of choice. It's more realistic because of its black. I'm not a fan of the gray assault rifles or shotgun. It kind of takes away from the aesthetic of the figure. So I do very much enjoy just having the figure. I just knocked it out of his hand. Give me 1 second. Okay, I'm not sure if I brought it up during the articulation, but his hand, their hands rotate 360. This hand is more of an up and down. It's called hard gated to move, and this one here is 360 with an in and out type feature. It seems to work just a little bit better than this up and down does on this figure. It's relatively a new figure, so it's not been worked in. Just wanted to revisit that. Okay, so here he is with the gun with both hands, with him holding the actual foregrip on the front. Looks great. Okay, let's take a look at another accessory. Here he is with his gray assault rifle. Is this more like an ACR type weapon? Not sure what it is, but he can hold it with both hands, and he looks great. But for me, I like the sculpt of that gun. It looks fantastic. I just don't like the color they chose and molded in. If it was molded in black, it would have been fantastic. But it doesn't give it takes away from the realism of the figure. So even though it's G.I.JOE, that's great. Okay, let's take a look at that shotgun. Okay, so we have some close range zombie blasting, some door breaching. Again, not a bad sculpt. If it was chosen to be done in a different color and maybe some paint, would have made that shotgun 10 times better than it already is, in my opinion. Alright, let's take a look and see how well he holds that rocket launcher. So the rocket launcher is being held with both hands currently. Higher you go with the rocket launchers, you're going to lose the ability for him to hold the rocket launcher with both hands. So this is about the highest you're going to get with both hands. You can see the back piece that rests against his back of his bicep there. Well, as soon as you start raising it, you try to use his arms, you're going to lose one or the other. And most of the time it's that one. And then, so if we take this out of his hand and we try to put it back. He holds it really nice. And he goes up against his shoulder or back of his arm there, as you can see, very nicely. But you can get very close. It's a shame how close that is. If you had just a little better deep shoulder cut, I mean, it's right there. I mean, he probably can touch with his fingertips. And then you can get that up into his face, like so. But you're right there. I mean, it just isn't enough. So close, but no cigar. But it's cool. And of course, you can hold it downward. And then we can put his hand, over top of it, like he's holding it. There is a handle on the top of this thing. You can grab that. Let's see if I can get his arms down. Give me 1 second. It kind of carries a little better with this hand because of the trigger finger here on that hand. But he can carry it in the battle. Looks really nice. Alright. Alright, so my overall final thoughts is a very cool figure. I'm glad I used the Cobra Trooper body for this figure, so definitely made it look fantastic. He came, like I said, he was in that Zombie Initiative G.I.JOE Collector Club box set of 15 figures. That set was like $300-400, and you had to attend the convention to buy the box set to get this figure. They wasn't available individually, but you could buy them from a reseller on eBay. Sometimes they broke up the set if you just wanted a particular set, or you just had to buy it off of, like, I remember a couple of retailers had them for pre-order, and of course eBay, or you had to attend the convention and get it. So I'm getting the whole set. I've been working through trying to get through the reviews for some of the figures. I think we did some of them already, but they had a variety of characters in that set. There was a Ninja Force guy. We have a Steel Brigade Commander. There's some, other troopers in there. So we'll be taking a look at more of those here over time. So if you want to see more from this set or any other cool reviews, you might want to consider subscribing to my channel. If you have already subscribed, thank you so much for watching, and please like, share the video. I'd appreciate that very much. I want to wish you guys happy collecting, have fun, stay safe, and we will see you in our next review.